Cancer, hi. Doing a general reading for you for the next week. As it is a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone, but if it does for you, then I'm doing an extended, and the information for that is in the box below. Alright, starting out with a Llewellyn deck and a Celtic cross layout. And just to remind you to hit the subscribe button so that you are notified of my other readings. I do love readings as well every week. Soulmate reading and prosperity reading, along with general readings every week. So if you subscribe, then you'll be notified when they're released. And I am open for personal one-on-one readings now too, so the email for that is in the box below. Alright, so the guide we've got here is the King of Cups. Let's see what this is about. I feel like there's people in your vicinity or in your proximity that are, because you've got the Justice card here, and I think you asked for certain things to come into your life, and I think one of them was to find people, like especially around the divine feminine energies, that you feel a strong spiritual bond with. And then you've got the King of Cups, so I think also somebody, to come into your life or to show up that was coming from, a similar place as you in terms of emotions and, kind of a spiritual place and more of a heart-centered place too. But they're still in the world, okay? So they're worldly, but there's still that other side to them too, okay? So I kind of feel like that's what that's about. And I think with that as your backdrop now, it's giving you kind of a team that's giving you strength to be able to get through some of the fears that you may encounter as you move along on your path, because we've got the King of Wands also showing up with the Strength card. So wanting for you to get on your path and overcome some of the fears that you have around following your passion, following your inspiration, and achieving that on your path. You've got the Nine of Pentacles in the immediate past and the Emperor. So I think you've had experiences in the past that have taught you and given you a lot of knowledge and information and resources that have now solidified to a point where you feel confident enough to be able to start putting that knowledge and that information out into the world. You've got the Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords on you. Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So trying to achieve balance in your life amidst a lot of anxiety over a disappointment, a really, a sense of betrayal, a disappointment to the point of betrayal that happened in your, for you in your life, in a situation where you felt like you trusted the connection and that you thought it was reciprocal and that you thought, it wouldn't hurt you in any way, but somehow it did, because you got the Ten of Swords showing up, and it's creating a lot of anxiety and disparity for you, because you can't seem to how can I put this? You can't overcome the disparity, because on the one hand, your intuition, your connection felt so right and so reciprocal and equal as well, and connected. And yet, if that were true, and if, then why did you get hurt so badly? So that's a disparity. And so being able to trust yourself now and get yourself back in balance, where you feel like, it's almost like you feel like you lost something in you in that trusting that situation or that connection. And that's what's creating, I think, the anxiety in you. It's like, how could I have been so wrong? Now, how am I going to trust anything again? And I think that's why now bringing a team in and not having to deal with the things that come up by yourself, but having people that you truly feel safe with and you can bounce things off of. Because it looks to me like you're about to follow your destiny path that's showing up here. And as I say, this situation it kind of threw you off balance in terms of being able to trust yourself. Like somehow this disparity snuck itself in there, okay? You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the fortunate destiny for you. Like there's good fortune out here. I feel like you're gonna find your place in the world where you can, you know, put up house, you know, like be and you know, share your growth and share your experiences and your knowledge and stuff. You've got the Knight of Pentacles showing up and the Eight of Swords. So and the Six of Wands. So you're really anxious to be on this victory ride towards recognition. You want to get you really want to be in the right place for you on your path where you recognize that yes, this is where I'm moving from, and yes, this is where I'm getting recognized as well. And there is an opportunity here for you, but you're still a little reluctant and reticent because of what happened with the Ten of Swords, because you got the Eight of Swords still showing there. So you are using as much as you can, using that strength that's, as I said, given to you by having this team in your life to propel you to take the risks that you need to take and to move into that level of passion again. So you're kind of forcing yourself to do it in a way, but it's slow going. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Temperance cards. So once again, it's slow going. You've got the Six of Pentacles showing up here and the Knight of Wands. So as you move slowly, consistently towards where you want to create this path as the King of Wands, you're using your intellect and your communication skills a lot in terms of figuring things out and then communicating them to check things out, and sharing that knowledge and sharing what comes out of it and being really careful and really protective. And then you've got the Page of Cups as you inch your way back into being able to be comfortable in that openness and that vulnerability of passion and emotion again. You've got the Five of Cups showing up, so it's time you really have to let go of the past, because it wasn't, it wasn't what you thought it was, I guess. It's what this is saying. It may have been, but it wasn't a place for commitment. Okay, that's what I'd say. Because commitment is on the other side of the water here. And you're on the other side and you're letting go of, because it's time to cross that bridge and it's time to move to the other side where commitment does exist. Okay, you got the Five of Pentacles in your in your environment, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's time to build that future for yourself that you feel like you keep missing out on, but you know it's there, like you can sense it. But it just feels like every time you think that you found it, you realize you didn't find it, and then you keep looking. So you keep looking, but somehow you just kind of know it's there, and it is there. And I think what you have to do is you have to build it and not just come across it. And I think it's going to be built on, as I said, with that Nine of Pentacles showing what you're coming into this equation with. So it's something that you have to build. It's not something that's sitting there waiting for you. With the Six of Cups showing up in a position of your hopes and desires, and the Four of Cups, it's beginning to understand a whole different perspective of manifestation of desire and love in your life. And it's understanding that there's a sacredness and a purity behind it that is still inside you, and you still, that, and it's important to manifest that into a reality, right? And then you've got the Queen of Cups as the outcome. So I feel like you're ready. You're really ready for love. You're ready for commitment. You've worked out a lot of the stuff that happened to you, but before this happened to you, you know, there was I think you had more balance at one time, and now you're regaining that balance. And the situation that came into your life with this Two of Cups kind of threw you for a loop, but then I feel like it got you back on track, and now it maybe made you fight stronger, and you know, made you feel like you had the strength to fight through and keep moving steadily towards a place where you feel like you can commit your passion. It's already begun with the Page here, and the more you let go of the past and the more you realize that there's something on the other side worth building towards, and the more you put the energy into building it, then the more you'll feel ready, you know, to have that in your life. Okay? I'm just going to draw a couple cards from the universe here. You've got joy and partnership. Okay? So those are really good clues for you around what's in your environment now. Like I said, you feel like you keep missing out on it because it's something I think you need to build. And it looks to me like building partnership is something that you need to build. It's not automatic. It's something that, you know, we build as time goes on. And joy is something that is a result of building what we love and what we desire and what makes us happy. And then the joy of doing that. So I think those are kind of, you know, what the universe is offering to this reading. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. I will be doing an extended reading. I'm going to take a look at the Queen of Cups for sure. The Six of Cups here. And what the opportunities that are being offered to you. Maybe even take a look at the Destiny card in greater detail, and we'll see what comes out of that. All right, so if this did resonate, I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe so you get my other readings as well, because I do have love readings too.